Hey, Brian, investors are growing anxious ahead of tomorrow's hearing. The heads of the SEC and CFTC will testify in front of the Senate Banking Committee at 10 a.m. Eastern. The topic, regulatory oversight of virtual currencies. And in the hot seat, SEC Chairman Jay Clayton, who will be asked to address the risks in investing in the crypto space. That includes Bitcoin as well as initial coin offerings. While the SEC has filed several lawsuits on fraudulent initial coin offerings, its commentary on Bitcoin and crypto exchanges has been limited. So traders will be looking for some type of guidance on whether regulators will pursue a specific strategy like regulators in China and South Korea, which have taken a harder stance on cracking down on cryptocurrency trading. Bitcoin lost over $1,000 in today's trade and is down about 65% from its mid-December high. But to put this move into perspective, this isn't the largest drop that we have seen in Bitcoin. It did lose over 90% back in late 2011. Also worth noting, the sell-off today not confined to just Bitcoin. Its rivals, Ether, Litecoin, Ripple, also suffering double-digit declines. Brian?
Yeah, Sima Modi, big day. Thank you very much. All right, for more, let's bring in now Michael Buscella. He is a managing director of Block Tower Capital, a leading crypto investment fund. Mike, a lot of people out there are going to be looking to you for some guidance, for some perspective, and maybe a little comfort. You might have to play psychologist tonight.
Yeah, that works for me.
What do you say?
I think we're actually at a pretty exciting time for cryptocurrencies, digital assets overall, on two fronts, the volatility and the opportunity that represents, and then also sitting at the precipice of what could be one of the most material events for the evolution of the digital asset ecosystem, the Senate hearing tomorrow morning.
You think that's really going to drive down the cryptos this much, considering we've had sells for the last couple of weeks and we didn't have a hearing the next day?
I think it's a confluence of things. So if you think about large concentrated holdings of digital assets, you have a lot of folks who are looking to de-risk into this event. So you have that layered on with emotional retail markets, which then bring you to technical levels, which a lot of TA analysis goes into and a lot of folks trade off of. So you have those layered on top of one another, which create dramatic both drawdowns and rallies.
So let me ask you something. As the crypto craze has gone on and it's sucked in a lot of typical stock investors as opposed to being sort of a counterculture, people who don't own stocks, when we have days like today, everything kind of moves down together. Do you think that's what's happening here, or do you think that's a separate phenomenon?
It could be idiosyncratic. It could be a coincidence. But if you think about the implied volatility on something like Bitcoin of 120, and you compare that to traditional asset classes, it's in the realm of 10 times. So you think about 10 times the type of the movement you would see in traditional asset classes. What I think about volatility is that it actually brings about the need for regulation, which is helpful in the long run because it creates a framework from, you have a lot of institutional capital and infrastructure development sitting on the fringes. And this provides a framework which de-risks their involvement in the space. And it actually is long-term beneficial for the overall development of the ecosystem. So
I really have to agree with Fast Money on this, that a lot of people are like, oh, the regulations are coming, it's gonna hurt crypto. And yeah, maybe for the short term, this FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt is going to obviously drive down the price. But if it's regulated properly, where big institutions with a lot of money can now feel safe about investing in crypto, and just in general, when the market cap is very low like this, when it's under 300 billion, it's very easy for people to manipulate. Now, if it's regulated properly and more money is brought into the market, it's going to actually make it more stable and just a safer place to invest. And you're not going to see, I think with crypto, you'll always see crazy swings, but I think it'll be a little more reasonable, especially the really big coins, as their market cap increases. So I'm looking forward to the meeting. They unfortunately pushed it back another week, and people say it's on purpose, but we'll see. But it's very, very interesting. That meeting, I think, is going to be a great litmus test. And if you're waiting to buy, I would wait for that meeting to take, the news to come out on what's going to go down with the U.S. government, one of the largest countries in the world, on how they're going to treat cryptocurrencies. Because I do believe that once it is properly regulated, and if the U.S. takes charge, it's going to be really good for the cryptocurrency markets long term. So It was supposed to be today, Tuesday, the 6th. I think they pushed it back a week. So I still think that it's a great time to buy, but if you have very little capital or you're still on the sideline, I don't think it would be wrong to wait a week and see what happens with this meeting. Hopefully it's good news. If it's not, we might take even a bigger dip. But I am still buying and I'm still bullish on cryptocurrency, whether the government works with cryptos or if it doesn't. But I think with the futures contracts, I think it's in the government's interest and Wall Street's interest to work and set up cryptocurrencies where they can tax and regulate it and make some money off of it. So I don't see them going the Chinese route. And even China, they're just trying to control the cryptocurrency. They're not even trying to outright ban it. They just like to control everything. And I mean, look at Facebook. People still in China can get on Facebook with VPNs and proxies. But let me know what you guys think. I love to get feedback from my audience. Please subscribe to the channel. And if you're watching this on Facebook, please like the page. And yeah, your comments are very, very important. So it's great to get some analysis. And I also wanted to bring up that I have a fan or a follower from the UK that will be coming on as a guest to the show. And we're going to get he actually works in the finance industry, so we're going to get the British perspective, because obviously I'm live in California, and most of the people I brought on the show are Americans. So if you are from another area of the globe and you're interested, you just need Google Hangouts. I would love to get you guys on the show and get your guys' opinions. I think it's great that we live in an era where it's very easy to share information and it's very easy to talk about stuff like this. So please leave your comments, and if you are interested, you can I left my Instagram on there, and you can also find me on Facebook. So yeah, just contact me directly and we can set something up if you want to talk about cryptos, or just leave comments and I'll try to answer the best I can. All right, thanks a lot, guys, and have a great day, and keep your eyes peeled. Hopefully we get a rebound coming soon.